What up, world? So with NBA season finally taking to a place, starting on July 30th, now we've been seeing to where there's 15 players on a team. They can take on an additional 2 extra players if 2 of the other players at least are declining to go to Orlando. We already seen with A.B. Bradley that's the case. I think it was more of a family issue and concern to where A.B. Bradley on the Los Angeles Lakers is not going to be going to Orlando. Other players have said the same thing, Davis Bertans, then as well as a couple other cats that are coming out today to reveal that to themselves. So now with the NBA, the new rules coming in, teams are looking to sign new players. We've seen with Tyler Johnson, he signed with the Brooklyn Nets. We've seen Corey Brewer sign back with the Sacramento Kings. And now, we can see a couple more free agents. So basically what we're going to do today is cover the possible free agents that can get signed and sign with the team. Now, if you have experience in overseas as well as NBA experience, a team can sign you. But if you're currently on overseas team right now, a team cannot be eligible to sign you. But kind of the big name, Demarcus Cousins, he already ruled out to where he won't be playing for the remainder of the season, but he would still join a team, aka ring chasing. I think the Lakers probably will pick up Demarcus Cousins because he was already part of the team. So if they can add 2 more players, they may look to add him, as well as with A.B. Bradley leaving. They're going to have to fill out kind of that point guard, shooting guard role spot. Since LeBron James is playing that point guard position, there's really not enough point guards when we're looking at the class right now that can justify being on the Los Angeles Lakers. So either the Lakers can look for Jamal Crawford to be added. Heavily favored right now, J.R. Smith. And then I think an underrated one will be Iman Shumpert. Shumpert is 6'5". He's taller than A.B. Bradley. He pretty much plays the same role that A.B. Bradley's playing this season, to where you can start Iman Shumpert at the... it's weird because they had A.B. Bradley quote-unquote at the 1, then you had the 2, Danny Green, 3, LeBron. But LeBron is the point guard for the team. So Iman Shumpert, he can bring up the ball time to time, not as much, but he can be able to play the defensive assignments against one of the best offensive players on the opposing team. I think Iman Shumpert is a very underrated pick. They should actually look for him. But there was talks Iman Shumpert was looking to join the Oklahoma City Thunder, but I actually would prefer Iman Shumpert than J.R. Smith on the Lakers. But that does lead to J.R. Smith. I think most likely the Lakers will go with him in this scenario. I don't know if they would start him. They probably will. So LeBron would have to pick up the ball 100% of the time before it was around 80 to 85 because A.B. Bradley could bring up the ball from time to time. But I would prefer if Iman Shumpert with the Lakers instead of J.R. Smith. But kind of going down with the point guard position, not a lot of cats out here. Darren Collison already declared to be retired, and he told us again midway through the season that he's retired. He's not even going to consider or join the Lakers or the Clippers, so that's out of the question. Isaiah Thomas has always been blackballed. Even when he played on the Nuggets, Wizards, wasn't getting that much playing time, and even the Clippers let him go. So Isaiah Thomas is not the case. Shaun Livingston already retired. Jeremy Lin is playing overseas, so he's not eligible. And there's not enough, reasonable point guards to be added to a team. So we're going to skip on that part. Shooting guards kind of will be covered. I think a team like the Utah Jazz could benefit from a Jamal Crawford. Maybe even the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm not really sure about the Houston Rockets in this scenario. But there's quite a few teams that can benefit from Jamal. He's very underrated. I think he's around, 77 overall is pretty much in the place where he needs to be. I think he can have a resurgence even better than a Carmelo Anthony this season. He's way up there, even at 39. But Jamal Crawford's always been balling in his career. With J.R. Smith, plenty full of teams could pick him up. The Sixers can use the outside shooting. The Lakers can somewhat use him, even though they're going to pick up Dion Waiters on their team as well. The Milwaukee Bucks can pick up J.R. Smith. Maybe even the Houston Rockets, even though they have an abundance of 3-and-D guards and wings on their team. So there's going to be a demand whenever it comes to you can add 2 more free agents for each team. Besides this, Allen Crabbe's very underrated, and Iman Shumpert, I doubt they get picked up. I think there'll probably be around at most 10 free agency signings. I think somewhere around 6 to 8 is more reasonable. We already seen 2 with Tyler Johnson, as well as who's the other cat? Corey Brewer. Small forwards, so Lance Stevenson is ineligible. Gerald Green, he did have a year-long injury whenever he was on the Rockets to the Nuggets. I think, a team could benefit with him. I think the Thunder should look to pick up Gerald Green. He'd be a great experience and a veteran for them. I don't really see any other teams that are needing of a 3 as of right now that would be in the playoffs that could really use him. So if you're the Thunder, you should look for Gerald Green. None of these other cats really apply when it comes to here. There were some rumors of Nick Young wanting to join the Lakers. Swaggy P, he can go back to LA. I'm cool with it. I just don't think that's the personnel they really need as of right now. But he would still be a great pick for that team. He's cash when it comes to 3-pointers. He kind of reminds me of an off version of J.R. Smith. Per se. Power forwards, Nikola Mirotic playing overseas, he's ineligible. Zach Randolph already retired. As we're going down the list, guys, there's not many key free agents, maybe a couple that I could see some teams, actually could use or be one of the last people on their team, just veteran status. Michael Beasley, his game doesn't fit in the NBA. His game fits if you were around an 85 overall, like around an all-star level, but since he's only, like a 7th, 8th man on a team, his role, his is more of an isolated game. It's not efficient, and it's not something this day and age to where iso ball is very considered unless you're an all-star. So I don't know about Michael Beasley in that situation. Within these other power forwards, no one really, we can really see that the remaining free agents aren't really there. With the centers, there's actually a wide variety. I do like Demarcus Cousins signing with like the Lakers or maybe even the Clippers, one of those teams, just to not play, be a veteran on the team, as well as collect a ring or championship status within here. Kenneth Reed, very underrated pick. Someone needs to pick him up. I think the Rockets should look back into him. The small ball is not going to work in the playoffs, and at least you need to have that second or third option to where if small ball is not working, bring in Kenneth Reed or Tyson Chandler off the bench and bring him in. With Kenneth Reed, I can't really think of any other teams he would benefit with. I think the Mavericks, but he wouldn't get enough playing time when it comes to it. We did see Dwight Powell. He's hurt for the rest of the season. Maybe Kenneth Reed could be good with the Dallas Mavericks. I can't really think of another contender when it comes to it. Maybe the Los Angeles Clippers could pick him up, just in case, something happens to Zubac or Montrezl Harrell. They can use them whenever they're going later, deeper in the rounds. Something within that. Pau Gasol, there was rumors of him wanting to retire with the Lakers. They're not going to use that space for Pau Gasol. I don't expect that at all. Jordan Bell, very underrated as well. 25 years old. Already has 2 championships with the Warriors. Surprised no one's picked him up after the Timberwolves pick. Then there's a couple cats right here. No one really, big enough to join a team. So basically, guys, we have around 3 free agents that I mentioned. J.R. Smith, Jamal Crawford, Iman Shumpert, and Gerald Green, to where I could really see a team actually look to pick up. I would like a team to pick up Kenneth Reed. I don't think that's going to be the case when it comes to the NBA. But hey, let me know down below who you guys actually think that a team could really benefit off of.